WJHG. Coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 7 Today.
As spring breakers invade Bay County, local law enforcement agencies are preparing for a higher demand for police.
Find out how the Bay County Sheriff's Office is bringing the jail to the beach.
Live from the bakery at Fatty Patty's, we're talking about all things good, all things chocolate. Actually, the 14th annual Death by Chocolate.
Good morning to you. Happy Monday. I'm Donna Bell.
And I'm Meredith Tahar. Thanks so much for starting your work week with us. Also with us this morning, meteorologist Adam Klotz. Adam, thanks for being here.
Oh, it's so good to be with you guys
Good
every
to
time I
have
get a
you.
return. Yeah, very happy about it. Weather-wise, still pretty warm out there after overnights. We've been seeing some cooler temperatures tonight. Never really got that cool 57 degrees, all the cooler it's going to get. Still 63 in Destin, actually staying fairly warm further inland as well, as they're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 50s as well. We just saw Crestview there move up near 60 degrees. The reason it's so warm is we're getting some fuel for some rain that's moving this direction. I'm going to let you know when that's going to arrive coming up in my full forecast in just a little bit.
A Panama City inmate who didn't return to his work release center on Sunday is back in custody of the Bay County Sheriff's officials, and he's charged with escape. Officials say Department of Corrections escapee Brandon Bingaman was taken back into custody around 10 Sunday night at the Sandpiper Beacon Resort in Panama City Beach. Bingaman was on an approved family visit Sunday, but he didn't return to the work release center on Highway 390 when he was due back in the afternoon. He was previously arrested for possession of cocaine and grand theft.
Law enforcement agencies are preparing for a higher demand for police on the beach as we enter the second major week of the spring break season. The Bay County Sheriff's Office is bringing the jail to the beach to keep the area safe in the most efficient way. In the past week, the mobile jail has seen around 100 occupants. The operation, now in its fourth year, is a way to save time and money.
The time it takes to book someone in at Bay County Jail, that officer's going to be off the road for approximately 2 hours. Whereas at beach booking, that deputy or that patrol officer can bring them in here and be back on the road probably within just a few minutes.
Anglin says 1 in 4 people arrested don't end up getting charged, but are held under detox protective custody until their blood alcohol content falls to 0. They can be picked up the following day at the jail or from the sheriff's office in Lynn Haven.
2 residents in Walton County are behind bars charged with animal cruelty. Walton County Sheriff's investigators say 27-year-old Crystal Escobel and 37-year-old James Holsefel III were arrested after police came across 6 of their horses that appeared to be in poor health. The horses were spotted on a property off 4 Mile Road in Freeport. Investigators say the horses were taken to the Alaqua Animal Refuge. 4 puppies and a piglet were even returned and transported as well to Alaqua for treatment. Escobal and Holsefel were charged with 11 counts of animal cruelty, a third-degree felony charge. They have been booked into the Walton County Department of Corrections.
There are nearly 2,000 foreclosed homes in Bay County. Saturday, local real estate agents held a workshop for residents interested in buying foreclosed properties. Attendees heard from realtors, lenders, title agents, and home inspectors about the different things to look out for when purchasing a foreclosed home. Real estate agents suggest getting a title agent and a home inspector who can guide you through the process. Agents say it's also important to see the inside of the home and not be too discouraged by a home that needs work. It could be worth it in the long run.
This week, canines all across the country are going to be honored for their unrelenting dedication to fighting crime. Wednesday is Canine Veterans Day. Locally, the Bay County Sheriff's Office saluted Man's Best Friend Sunday at Veterans Park in Callaway. More than a dozen service dogs and their handlers were on hand. Sheriff's officials say the recognition is certainly well deserved.
They're out there in the trenches with us. They get called to the worst of the worst calls, and they're put into the woods or into an area to try to find some really bad guys.
We use dogs for so many different things now, and finding that there's so many applications that they can do, from tracking, from article searches, finding people that have gone missing.
Well, Sunday's event was the 5th annual Canine Veterans Day on behalf of the Bay County Sheriff's Office.
Well, it is 5:04 and 57 degrees. Coming up on News Channel 7 today, 4-legged comfort for your traveling companion. We'll tell you which vehicles are most pet-friendly.
And another reason to get the kids moving. We're going to show you what a new study says about children who exercise and their ability to handle stressful situations.
You're watching News Channel 7 Today with Donna Bell, Meredith Terhar, Paris Janos, and Viper 7 Weather with certified meteorologist Jim Loznica. From WJHG, coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 7 Today.
Panama City Beach Police nab a hit-and-run suspect, and that's just the beginning of the charges. You'll hear what else this Kentucky spring breaker is facing.
Plus, kilt-wearing enthusiasts bringing their talents to Panama City. We have the highlights of the Highland Games.
Good Monday morning. I'm Donna Bell.
And I'm Meredith Terhar. Thanks so much for starting your Monday morning with us. Meteorologist Adam Klontz is here with a look at our forecast this morning.
Good to have you here today, Adam.
Oh, it's so great to be here. Every day I can be with you girls. Weather-wise, well, what we're looking out there, still mild temperatures, and that's just one part of the equation today, as temperatures right now around 60 degrees, a few degrees above, a few degrees below. But you mix that in with some very high humidity values, very moist air out there. Rain is working its way this direction, actually going to arrive into the afternoon hours. I'm going to tell you more about that coming up a little later in the show.
The spring breaker responsible for hitting a man with her car Saturday night in Panama City Beach, then fleeing the scene, is now behind bars. Panama City Beach police arrested 19-year-old Amber Gam from Kentucky on Saturday night. They say she was driving a black SUV on Front Beach Road near the Casablanca Motel when she apparently hit a pedestrian on the side of the road. The victim suffered head injuries from the impact and was rushed to the hospital. He remained in stable condition and was released from the hospital Sunday. Police say they also found meth in Gam's purse. She's charged with hit and run with injuries and possession of methamphetamine.
A Panhandle man is dead and another is behind bars after a deadly crash. According to Florida Highway Patrol investigators, 52-year-old Stephen Craig Hughes from Milton was traveling east on Highway 90 in Escambia County around 3 Sunday morning when 39-year-old James McGowan failed to yield the right-of-way and made a left turn in front of Hughes. The motorcyclist was thrown from the bike where he was pronounced dead on the scene. FHP investigators say they had probable cause to arrest McGowan, who they believe was driving under the influence of alcohol. Investigators say this would be the 4th DUI conviction for McGowan.
A few blocks of a Panama City road were closed overnight due to power lines catching fire. It began after midnight on South Highway 22A between Lake Drive and East Business 98. Parker Police handled the road closure. The Bay County Sheriff's Office is reporting the roadway has been cleared and reopened.
2 local charter schools held a lottery drawing Saturday to determine which applicants would be allowed to enroll for the next school year. The state of Florida mandates that charter schools have an open lottery when the number of applicants is greater than the number of spots available. The K through 8th grade Bay Haven Charter Academy currently enrolls 1,200 students, leaving only 149 spaces open for new students next year. There were just under 1,000 applicants for this school, and the numbers for the North Bay Haven Academy were very similar. To make sure the lottery is fair, school officials bring in an accounting firm to oversee the drawings.
We have a very sophisticated computer program. It's also audited by a professional auditing firm, Carr Riggs Ingram and Associates, and they monitor all the applications and the entire pull of the lottery and the placement of all students, not only today but throughout the year.
Once a student's name is pulled for a position at the school, they have 48 hours to accept the offer. If they don't, the next student in line will have their chance for the opening.
The Highland Games are something you'd expect to see in Scotland, but Saturday, the kilt-wearing enthusiasts brought their talents to Panama City. The 21st annual Highland Games and Scottish Festival kicked off over the weekend. Bagpipes began the celebration at Grace Presbyterian Church. Hundreds came from all over to experience a little bit of Scottish culture. Besides the great music, there were traditional Irish dancers and plenty of unique food like haggis. The Highland Games include the caber toss, Scottish hammer throwing, and the farmer's walk.
So great to see such a crowd out there.
I know, it's really grown bigger and better each and every year. Well, do stay with us. We have so much more to get to when we come back, including your forecast with Adam. We'll take a look at what's happening around town now.
watching News Channel 7 Today with Donna Bell, Meredith Terhan, Paris Janos, and Viper 7 Weather with certified meteorologist Jim Losnica.